ever since I've come to the UAE, Spartan has been one of the most popular activities because I think when it comes down to it, the cities in the UAE, whether it's Dubai or Abu Dhabi, they've got to be some of the most fittest cities on the planet.
Which is true. Again, I mean, if you look at it from the perspective of, so many cultures, so many people from different countries coming in, it is a melting pot of cultures.
Yeah, but we've got to look good for boat parties as well on the weekend. There's that happens all the time too.
Well, that's fair, and for which you need to stay fit and you need to have those abs in place.
Well, I know you're all about fitness, given you're the fitness personal trainer, but Spartan has been one of the most popular obstacle courses for growth in the region. And with the major event that's happening in Abu Dhabi this weekend from the 8th of December tomorrow, we're joined on Zoom by Cherie Bortnick, the Vice President of Business Development at Spartan. Thank you very much for joining us via Zoom this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
We're looking forward to this. For a lot of people who haven't heard of Spartan, what can they expect with the event this weekend in Abu Dhabi?
So the event this weekend, we're hosting multiple distances. So tomorrow we will have our 3K elite race, which is great, head-to-head, fast action. We have athletes from 60 different countries here to represent their countries and compete. After that, we have our quintessential night race, which is a 5K. It's great. They'll go out, they'll do 5 obstacles. The event itself starts at dusk, so it'll be great as it's starting to get dark. And then getting a little bit dark. It's this fun, ominous, feeling when you're out in the desert and it's a little bit dark, but still knowing you're really close to a resort. So it's this amazing feeling as you're going through the course as it starts to cool down. Saturday is what we call our beast race. So that's a 21K. We'll start the competition with our elite racers. And then from there, we go to age groups. So we have 10 different age group categories that people can compete in. And then after that, we go to what we call open. So that is for the community, for anybody who wants to come out. They are competing against themselves, really doing it for whatever it is that their personal reason to go out and challenge themselves.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, and then Sunday is more of our Team World Championship, where teams of 3 come together head to head in a 3K. And then we have a 10K and a 5K, really just for the open community. Again, just those that want to come out and have fun.
So when, there are these competitions, so obviously you're expecting elite athletes coming in who are preparing, planning. They know what the obstacles are and how to train for these obstacles. But more for the open category people, people who get to know about Spartan and then they're like, oh, yes, I want to register because I've seen some fancy videos on Instagram and I want to post some of mine, muddling it through, trying to push through, breaking a sweat or a bone for that matter. How do these guys prepare, plan, train? Are there any content available for them to probably learn and train for?
Yep. So everything's on our website. You can go get tips and tricks for each and every single one of our obstacles on how to best overcome it. A lot of it is just technique, to be quite honest with you. Grip strength is everything. So it's funny. You see these very fit, buff men and women that come out, but we actually find it's those that are a little bit more lean that can handle the upper body strength obstacles. I was a gymnast growing up, so for me, those are easy. It's the running that I don't like, but anybody can learn how to do it. Grip strength is honestly 90% of the game most of the time, and just understanding what the technique is. So everything can be found on Spartan.com in terms of what the obstacles are and then the technique that goes along with it.
Is it best to know what the obstacles are, in your experience, or is it maybe sometimes don't know what you're in for and just turn up so you're not going to stress?
You want to know what? There's 2 camps of people, right? There's those that say, somebody told me about it, I signed up, they haven't ran one single K in 10 years and they're coming out just to have fun. And then you have those that stress so much. They are so hard on themselves. They want to know everything. They want to have all the right gear. Honestly, I say it's to come out and do it first and have fun, get a little tips and tricks, but really you learn as you go. And it's such an amazing community that people will literally help you over obstacles and help you do whatever. So it depends on what your mindset is, if you're just a go with the flow person or if you need to plan. So it can go either way, to be honest with you.
I'm really excited because there's a great family friendly event. Talk to me more about the kids race. That it's got. You touched on it briefly, but the kids race, because that's still there with obstacle as well over the weekend.
The kids race is my favorite because these kids get to come out from 5 years old on to 13 and they get to do something fun and something they've never done before. They'll get dirty, which they love because most kids are told to not get dirty, right? So it just becomes this, I get to get dirty, I get to play, I get to do things that mom and dad won't let me do normally. So it's a lot of fun for them to come out, and they're so athletic, right? Kids, they have all this energy and stamina. They just want to keep doing it again as if it were a ride. So the little ones are my favorite to watch. The 5 to 7 year old, they do about a half a mile, and it's just a blast. And mom and dad are running next to them with the Instagram shots. And the best thing about it is they get this amazing medal and this shirt, and they wear their medal to school on Monday. It's just, it melts my heart, and it's so great. And sometimes parents come out just for the kids, with the hopes that next year they'll go ahead and try it themselves.
You know, you mentioned about the kids going, wearing the medal to school the next day. A colleague of mine did that. He got the finisher's medal, the 5K finisher's medal, and he wore it to work next day. And he was showing off, listen, this is better than all of those 21Ks and 10Ks that you keep running. And I was like, yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, just stop showing off. But looking at the visuals, and I've been extremely excited about, the Spartans race. Is it convincing yourself that you can do beyond the regular things that you do to stay fit? Because this is not an everyday thing. These obstacle races are not something that you do every day.
This is how I think about it. It's like an amusement park for adults. I mean, you can come out, you could do it, you can skip an obstacle if you would like, if you don't feel comfortable. But again, it's a challenge that you're doing. And yes, what's interesting is there's more risk of injury in a 21K and a 10K because you're constantly going, right? Yep. Mentally, you just got to run. Statistically, we have a lot less injuries because people stop, they get to the obstacle, they're giving themselves a little chance to rest. Obviously not the elite racer, but the average racer, that's what they're doing. So, and there's soft sand here. So if you fall or something happens, you're protected. So yeah, it's to me, you're not going to get the experience anywhere else, honestly. I mean, what we do, we come in, it takes us 2 weeks to build a course. All of our obstacles, it's funny, in the US, they have to be rated as amusement rides.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So the engineering's amazing. Yeah, what it is that we do, engineering's absolutely amazing. It's super safe, a ton of fun. So we're not
worried about regulations here. We just want to have fun. Let's not get the fun police get in the way. We just want to get down there and have fun over the weekend. Yeah, okay. Well, let's leave that topic there. If you want to get more details, you can just Google Spartan Abu Dhabi. It's the 2023 Abu Dhabi Spartan World Championships. As you heard, there's so many versions, whether it's the 5K, the 10K, the 21K, there's the relay, and the kids' ones are always a great one to see the kids just enjoying themselves. Cherie Bortnick, we do appreciate your time, and good luck with the events over the weekend.
Thank you so much. We'll see you guys down here, right?
Yeah, of course. We're buffed, ready to go.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you. If you do want to get details, remember you can go to Spartan. Just Google Spartan Abu Dhabi. It does start tomorrow. And then there are those 3 days, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. And I reckon that's the best thing. Don't look at the website. Don't realise what. Just turn up and have a crack.
You see, I like the way you think. But in my opinion, I would want to see what's coming up so I can at least mentally, if not physically, at least mentally plan structure. That's the way I am built, that I need to know what's coming up my way. I will plan it. I will choose my time. I'll structure it in that way and then maybe go for it.
If you have done a Spartan before, let us know. Or if you're doing it, why are you excited about it? 0586861003.